Hey guys, so I just it's a rainy day, and I was driving and I saw somebody just got a dumpster delivered. And whenever anybody gets a dumpster delivered, it always pays to ask, like, oh, do you guys have anything I can have, or, you know, is there anything you're throwing out that isn't really garbage? Just because a lot of times when they get the dumpster, they're ready to go. So this house is in my neighborhood. It's got he's got two Mexicans working in the basement, and he said I can have anything I wanted in the garage, and actually in the house, but right now I'm going to work on the garage because there's some good stuff. I'll show you what I found, and you guys can will be able to watch. This is the house. He got a small dumpster, so he doesn't have a lot of room. So he was like real happy that I was interested in grabbing some stuff. So we'll see what's going on. I just unloaded these are Lily of the Valley. They're about done now. You see them? How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good. You care if I film the stuff I take out?
Yeah, I told him already.
I know.
So these two benches you take, there's another bench over
Yeah,
there.
I'm going to take all this stuff in the middle.
And this stuff in the middle.
Yep.
Including the big scrap?
Yeah.
Metal?
Yeah, I'm going to take all that right now.
Okay.
I'm going to try to get this so that way they can finish this in a timely manner.
And the sewing machine you take?
Yeah, the base.
The base.
I'll see if the wood's any good.
Okay, fine.
Sure.
I took my stuff already, so.
Oh, good.
So you take whatever you want.
Excellent.
That file is mine, and then a couple of tools
Right,
on the
show me your
porch.
file real fast.
File is here inside.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I thought you put it in the garage.
No.
All right.
And a couple of tools on the porch.
Okay. I'm gonna start walking stuff over.
Sure.
Actually, is there any way can I switch cars with you? So that way I don't have to walk in the grass?
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Oh, you're gonna leave? Okay. Well, you have my number. You ever... I had a quick truck. I can take it up to a little stuff. Steal a lot of people's stuff. Or old stuff. I'll So I'll show you guys what's in here. It's kind of interesting. Besides the cat shit. This thing's pretty cool. I really like this hatchet. How fun that is. There's a bunch of like old Milwaukee sanders and stuff. The guy must have had a floor business. It gets darker as you go over here, but there's this cool vise right there. You see it? But see what's nice about this one is it's got the internal lock. I don't know if you guys can actually see that. I'll have to pull that out, but there's definitely some cool things in here. A lot of wire, huge huge motor. Look at that, all that wire. It's like wire week for Dave. Because I just scrapped a bunch. There's 2 good batteries. We'll see if the propane's there. We can bring that over to the farm. These are all tools in here and wire. But I don't know. You guys get to watch for a minute. And today I went to the scrap yard. I scrapped. Had 400 pounds of wire on the truck. I thought that was pretty lucky for me. I normally only scrap 40-50 pounds, so it was 10 times what I normally scrap. Now after I pulled this out, this thing actually might be better than scrap. You know what it is? It's a floor planer, like a sander. So, look, I've got the thing there. I honestly don't know. And this box is all the tools, and that's just super cool. This is a planer also. I bet that we could sell at the market. Even though it's old, just has hammers are always good to sell. More scrap wire. More scrap wire. Now that pulley, or is that a cutter? I don't know. It's just cool. Here's some tools. Okay. No, my little toolbox is there. They're all Craftsman. The wrenches. So this went on to a mop, and it holds sandpaper. Mop handle. I have no clue what that must have got smushed somehow. Oiler. Hey, drill right there. Nas might want that for one of his guns. Hammer handles, nothing super special. I think I got almost a full set of Craftsman. But again, the gentleman who bought this, or I mean, whose house this is, I guess he does house flipping, and he said whenever he gets a house, he'll call me. And I told him if he, oh wow, look at that screwdriver. That is a keeper. That's great for pulling apart stuff. I gotta put that in the truck before somebody decides they need to have it. Man, I am lucky today. This is all the crap that I picked up earlier. I still didn't. Dan gave me this Singer sewing machine. I need a straight edge screwdriver for this vise that I wonder if this has the straight edge bit. Honestly, this is one of the best screwdrivers, even though it looks like a piece of crap. It goes slow, but it always works. It doesn't matter if it's wet. It's just a good all-around little screwdriver, or hand drill, whatever you call them. Drill gun. There you go. I'm just looking for a smaller straight edge screwdriver. Hey Dan, so I went back and the guy was like his daughter went that night. She cleaned out a ton of stuff. Yeah, I mean the whole house looked different. They've been bringing all I asked them to stop bringing the stuff to Goodwill because she cleaned out almost half the downstairs and most of the upstairs. Yeah, the marble tables and Lennox are still there. That's going to be 40. There's about 40 pieces of Lennox, and no. He's like, my son and my daughter aren't really done yet. I was like, well, he was like, can you come tomorrow and take it? I was like, yeah. And then he thought about it. Was like, I need to see it, or, so I don't know. Oh yeah. No, and it was I was hoping, what I lost sleep over was I was hoping there was cowboy boots. And yep, and he didn't have. He was like, nah, we didn't put any away. She did have he was like, my father had a bunch, so she must have gave all of his father's away. I bought that Indian picture and 2 Spanish blankets that were good. But yeah, no. He was happy with the whole idea of me coming back. It's just he still works full time. So since he works full time, he didn't have the time to sit there. Today is one of his only days off, and I met his wife. They were nice people. So he said, I have to let my granddaughter look at this jewelry. I said, well, make sure you bring all the big pieces of turquoise and stuff to Dan. He said, well, Dan, he did say he will bring you whatever turquoise, but he can't. He doesn't even know what's in the box. So, oh, he was very happy, honestly, Dan. Yes, seller's remorse. No, he was happy. He had a good experience. So this is a number 25 hand vise. It's nice. It's a nice bullet. So I would think this is about 50, 60 bucks. All right, Dan, I'm gonna go. I'm doing a clean out. I was going home and somebody threw out, had a dumpster delivered, and I asked what I could This thing's kind of cool. It's a little wizard staff. I don't know if you guys could see that. I'm gonna reposition you so you can see what. I'm gonna try to move this huge motor. I don't know if I can. It might be too heavy. Might have to get one of the Spanish guys to give me a hand. Putting all the good stuff in this bin for the flea market. That's a sellable thing. This guy and the hammer. All right. So there's all these pads, the sander pads. looks like half of them been used and half haven't, so what to do? I guess all the new ones we'll try to sell at the flea market. There's got to be 50 or 60 of the new ones, so they should sell pretty well. These look like they've all been used. See, look, brand new sanding pads. Oh no, these aren't. Oh well. Guess they're all maybe a little used. Very good extension cord. This one I'll probably scrap. This one I'll sell. Alright, so this is the motor for that Clark planer. That's what that is. That's guess I have to look that crap up instead of just scrapping it. Yo, you guys want the speaker?
Yeah, I don't know if this works.
No, I don't know if it works either. I just figured it's a good speaker though.
Probably yes.
Good toolbox. That's kind of a fun floor lamp. I like the, oh no, it's new. I thought it was older. See this bed, it's kind of cool. See it right there, it's a, definitely Victorian. Now maybe you can see the now you can't see the sewing machine base. All right, I'm gonna still work. Try to get that sewing machine out, show you that. That's another good $50 bill. Got a good tabletop. I don't know, here, let's see if you guys wanna, very sort of domestic. Luckily I flipped your world upside down for that one. But I know I can sell the metal base. It'll keep them from throwing, they can throw the wood out. The sewing machine itself is missing. I know I have the Phillips head. Crap works pretty good. Of course, there's going to be 2 screws. One screw I won't be able to get out. I just charged this like 3 days ago, and I've used it a little bit. Naz is at Mel's bachelor party. Thought that's pretty cool. They're having it at Tim's grandparents. So, all right, that's what I'm gonna put out at Lambertville. I get 40 to 50 bucks for it. It's super nice. Bring home this antique wood ladder. I just sold one for $25 at Lambertville. This whole garbage can is wood stain. I'm gonna let them deal with that. These small shovels, like these little spades, I sell them really well for around $10. I mean, you're lucky at the flea market to get $5 for a big shovel, but the smaller, I guess people need them for, as you get older, you don't want to move as much. Hey, HP laptop. I think it's empty, but it's a silverware case. Yeah. So this was built around this. Oh, it's busted here. I'm not going to take those. Moment of truth on the this is a quilt holder. So there'd be a bar that goes on the other side, right through here. Maybe this this is all it. This might be everything to it. I'm not sure. Might take that. See, after Sandy here, a lot of people stocked up on gas and everything. So these have a good shot of being full, but now they're empty. Or that one's empty. That one's full. Well, one full one. Now I get to smell gas for a while. And it's only about halfway full, if it is. Some cast iron window weights. I'll probably just throw it off with my light iron, just because I don't have a spot where I'm saving all my cast iron right now. Shit stinks. That's about a $15 battery at the scrapyard. Maybe $12. I'm gonna bring out this, I don't know if you guys can see, sorry. I'm working on throwing stuff on the truck real fast. Taking that good cord and there's this cool thing over here. Still deciding on those. I don't think I'm going to take them with the rain. But it's a floor sander. I mean, it's old. It's in better shape than the Clark, the other one. That takes all those circle pads that I was showing you before. I just get pretty sure they glue on or something. But another battery. This one says freedom. No, sorry, but I know it's corny. Braveheart, though, is not a bad movie. Probably one of Mel Gibson's best. Granted, Mad Max is definitely definitely better than Braveheart. And a light ballast for scrapping. Here's the top to that Rockwell planer. They never seem to sell at the flea market, but we'll try it. Always end up scrapping them or something. And then whenever you need one, you can't find it. But I guess that's the way everything is with tire irons and all that crap. Good icebreaker. Granted, we're out of that season now. People use it for edging. So that must be for the sawdust. Starting to get a little more organized. Probably should bring this out to the car before. I'm trying to see if there's anything better than the vise or the sewing machine base. There's actually some WD left in that. Better throw all my tools in the box so I microwave, they're always fun to take apart. Maybe we should do that now while we're still in the hot wet. I'll show you what I take out of them. Somebody got angry with that hammer. But surprised the shit out of them. So let's see what we need to, if we have the right tools to do it. Yeah, it looks like a pretty easy one to do. Alright, with the microwaves, you'll see me do a bunch of microwaves. I like the little motors in them. There's also magnets, but on the older ones, it can be very dangerous taking the magnets out because there's some type of rare earth metal in there that could really screw you up. But I just grabbed the transformers. This is an older one, so I'm not going to screw with the magnets. The reason that you could tell it's an older one, it's got all star screws, or I mean Phillips head screws instead of the star, because I guess they don't really want you going in there poisoning yourself. There's a lot of garbage cans if they need them. A lot of garbage cans if they need them for, you know, instead of bags. Maybe easier.
Yeah, it's like.
Right. No, I'm just saying you might want them for make your life easier. Throw it in the garbage can.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yes, I got garbage bag to put it in the smaller stuff, but yeah, it's okay. You can put it in there. You take this one too?
The mower?
There.
If you need the mower, take it, man. Honestly,
So you take all the stuff to the junkyard, or?
No, I resell a lot of it. So I'm grabbing some scrap, but I like any of the usable stuff, like that chalkboard, I'll take. Like this thing right here. You don't, unless you're taking it for your.
Yeah, take it from me.
Oh, okay, good.
I got kids 2 years old. So
this is good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. The only one I take is just the flying machine. I take with me.
Uh huh.
The one there.
Dude, boy or girl?
Huh?
Boy or girl?
Oh, boy.
Excellent. The first one I had was a girl, and I was all worried. You know, girls. But honestly, she was the sweetest thing ever.
Yeah.
Still is a good kid. So, sorry I knocked you guys over. This is what I grabbed. And this is just, you know, copper. It's easy to get. And I got distracted, so I was talking. I cut the wire off. That's about it. The only other thing I do. I'm going to use this microwave as a box for all the little pieces of metal in here. Maybe screw one of the screws back in so that way it... Did I lose them all? I lost them all. But you use this as a box to the scrapyard anyway. You just throw all the loose pieces of metal you find in it. They just don't want you to. That's sellable. They don't want you to fill it up with dirt. And that's understandable. Why be a dick? I found one fishing pole, another $5, but I had to put all the fishing poles together. I don't think that's brass. Just painted brass. Oh shit, $5. But that's I need that for the truck. This thing's pretty cool. It's a German Tiger. It's got like all the remote control stuff in there. I bet it's got the track. I bet it could be turned into something. I'll save that for the flea market. I think that's super neat. But remember, this is all free, so I'm taking my time. I'm not like just having fun finding stuff. The track is all metal. It's kind of cool. I wonder who made it. It's got to be somebody expensive to have a metal track like that. Just trying to put it back on. So I think you have to get the bottom, and then they all spring up, and then you'll be able to put it on that front sprocket. But who knows? As long as I can get it close. Looks like an epic fail. 1, 2, 3, 4. The worst thing is the person who buys it isn't going to care that the track's on it or not. They probably there we go. So I got the track on. These things sell pretty well at the flea market, these little organizers. You never know what you're going to find in them. Here's like a cool little key. It's always springs and stuff. It would be nice if it was full of cash. Found a nice little wood vise. Look at this thing of lighters. I don't know if you guys can see how many there are. I doubt they work. I'll see. Nah, they're probably pretty good smokers here. Maybe I'll save these for Naz. Maybe he'll have an idea for some type of art project. Who knows? There might be a collectible one in here. Here's something cool. Almost looks like, nah, nothing special. Looks like they spent a lot of time at 7-Eleven. Flick my Bic. Well, we'll see. I'll even check to see if those sell online. Non-working lighters. don't know, people collect the stupidest things and they go try to. Alright, found something that might be okay. I might have just lost one of the drawers on it, but it's a neat display case. It's got that cool blue, I didn't see that in there. Hand-blown Moroccan blue glass vase, but I think this is sellable. 15-20 bucks. I'm gonna put it over here and pick it up another day when it's not raining. I'll take the vase so that way I don't really care if that. I mean, this is $10 at the flea market. Those don't look like they've been used. We'll sell those. Put. There we go. 2 more of those dumb lighters. There's a lot of fun little stuff for the flea market. I don't know. Those hooks. I like this thing. It's a little compass. Not sure what these are, but they might look good on my art project that I'm going to start that I'm saving for. I have all this. I'm going to start working on furniture. With all the found pieces I have, and make like basically like a punk jacket out of the furniture. You know, might be something cool. We'll see. I plan on having Dirty break it all up and then me fix it. Found a little bit more money. Well, I'm pretty sure that works, but it's $5. But this one, look how big it is. It's a good 3-inch. This is 15-20 bucks at the flea market. It's a pipe cutter. Got that for the car. All that into the pretty sure it's a stainless rod. These are probably stainless too. I kind of like these pieces of metal. It's kind of fun, but I don't think that's anything special. Look how the sharpening stone was worn nice in one spot. Call that fake scrap now. I think I can sell this tray at the flea market, believe it or not. It's nothing special, but somebody will want it to hold their smalls. Alright, so I found something to beat the other crap I have. This is an antique doctor bag. Granted, they turned it into a tool bag. We're gonna get rid of some of these tools because the bag itself is a $50 bill. That's kind of fun. It's like a early Sawzall, or not early Sawzall, early Dremel. It's kind of fun. It's called a cast cutter, but I bet that will sell at the market. Here's another one. I must have. As I said, an old surgeon's bag. See, look. Found a really cool surgeon tool. That's a good $10 vintage cutter, made in Germany. Now, whenever you find the good old bag, you always want to check the corners of because the early knives and stuff like that, the ones that look like stainless steel from like the 1800s. This is a bloodletter or a scalpel. Who would have thought all these little tools would have been underneath all that? Here's a little bone hammer. It's for chiseling your way through something. And another little compass. I bet the guy was a mason. So I'm just gonna dump this dust into the scrap box. This was hiding in there. Those always sell at the market for $1 or $2. But honestly, doctor bag, it still even has its little lock. It's not in terrible done condition. Like that on a doctor's wall would totally be something cool. It's not moldy, so that I think that's better than the sewing machine base. It's between that and the vise for what I'll make the most money off of. And sitting next to that was this cool little wooden box. Too bad there's nothing in it, but it was that's an easy $15 bill at the flea market. So man, life's actually pretty good. This is going to be like a $300 score, $400 score. I don't know, a lot of people, once they clean out Grandpop's house, put it all in the garage. That's kind of fun. I believe this holds a pipe so you can cut it. Antique casters, those aren't bad. That's fun too. It's a finial to something. That might be that part. Nice little hammering plate. And more stainless steel and 2 more of those weights. Looks like my microwave's about full. With some metal. Oh, I just found this too. That'll sell at Columbus. Not for a ton of money, but. Yeah, a little antique tape deck. I was excited about this. People always ask for sharpening stones. It still has its label. It's a nice antique stone. I bet this might actually be money. It's even made in U.S. Let's see if you guys can see that. But I'm going to put this one online, so we'll see what this brings online. Just because I've had 3 or 4 people recently ask for sharpening stones. So when people are actively looking for that stuff, it means like when you're set up at the flea market and somebody goes, "Oh, do you have any postcards?" And you get another person ask you for any postcards or old photos. It's a good, like, they're kind of giving their hand on what's worth money and what they just sold for a lot of money. So I don't know, that's my flea market philosophy on that. All right, so that's about it. There isn't really anything else in the back there that I'm going to take besides the base of this table, and I'm pretty happy with that doctor bag and the vise. So everybody have a good day. Bye. Hey, so I'm gonna load the bus for Columbus. I got some stuff like that bin and those chairs should sell. All that stuff to the right I'm gonna save and bring to Lambertville. Pick these out of the trash. Figure they'll sell. Got the vacuum cleaner. And then this was all the stuff I just grabbed from that load. Things I went into the house and grabbed all this cool steampunk stuff. Like there was this box of jewelry, all these beads, all these brass knobs. When you look these up online, and the watch key, this stuff does really good online. I think later on I'm going to try to do one lot of that today, see if it sells. I'm just going to give you guys the price of what it sells for, and not like a piece of gold filled, not what I'm listing it as. I'll show you before I list it what I'm putting on, so that way you know what's up. What was the weird thing I found? Where are those? I think it was in this. This was inside. So all these vials of coins, but I guess they're nothing special. They're just coin holders with quarters and stuff in them. Maybe I'll take the quarter out. That way I get $1. But this was really nice. It's an antique Victorian bell. I like all this weird brass. Oh, this was really fun. See? It's a cannon made out of lamp parts. That was pretty creative. I give that to my kid maybe. But still, I think the doctor's bag or that vise is the winner. Actually, this guy right here, I have the plate for it. You see that plate? And I got all these extra. So this might bring 60, 70 bucks easy at the flea market. I guess if they're going to be cheap, I'll have to steal the extension cord. I honestly don't know. This one, the engine's burnt and busted. It's probably worth selling, but it's freaking heavy. I took two people to put it up on my truck, and I don't really want to load it on myself. So that's probably going to go to the scrapyard. I'll take the motor apart. More beads. Like these, the lady must have made weird jewelry, like steampunk jewelry. Oh no, that's not it. Nah, they're just bad earrings. Or maybe these are actually Christmas ornaments. They look like earrings. She handmade all those. Found this nativity set. It's got some age, but nothing really special. Hand blown ornament. Scrap out. This right here, once I clean everything off, you'll see this was my other favorite thing. It's better than the sewing machine base. It's a Workbench table base, and those are worth a bunch of money. Whenever anybody finds those, they're easy resale. So keep your eye out for that stuff. I'll show you what it looks like. See, that's kind of like my shithole pile over there, and I have that sewing machine base over there, and that I'm going to use for a workbench, because like at the antique markets I'll get, I don't know, 100, 200 bucks for a nice workbench with a butcher block. All right, I guess I have to back the truck up just a hair more, so that way I'm not working like a dog. I found this cool antique Indian bracelet, or it's just copper, but it is neat. Try not to break the new lights I just put in. But I'm trying to avoid lifting that sander because it's freaking heavy. So if I can just roll it onto the bus, my life will be easy. Oh man, like a glove. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys right there while I get up there and load up everything. So the nice thing about this Columbus load that's going on, I picked everything out of the trash or that house, and that house was, you know, literally I was driving by and I got in, so it'll feel nice if it's all profit. Let's see if this just comes apart. I could always put a junky, it's a 220 cord. Well, sell the cords separate. Somebody still might, I don't know. Yeah, we'll leave it plugged in. This was really cool too. You guys didn't see this, I don't think. Pulled this out of the dumpster. They're costume designs, but they're numbered and signed by the, where is it? See, they're signed by the lady who designed them. So I am going to give that to my antique fashion friends. Yeah, believe it or not, I have them. This is all the crap that didn't sell at Brimfield, but I'm just gonna bring it over to Lambertville. It'll do pretty well. Those trays, I might put the horn out tomorrow. There's a bunch of stamps and stuff in that seat, but I didn't actually put those out. All these metal, I'm sorry, I don't mean to shake the camera. All the metal shades, my Merlin stick, the brass numbers and those arms. I did unload probably half a busload, a little bit more, at the warehouse. Found these when you guys weren't on camera either. I was excited about them. They're all jeweler's files and stuff. Like, look at this one right here with that cool little fine hook file. I think I'm going to try to sell some of these online, and I'll keep the ones I need or don't have. So I'll show you that lot when I put it up. I want to put it behind you guys so I don't have to find it tomorrow. Found a scope for a gun, also nothing great, but still a scope. I might put this out tomorrow. It might sell. All these varnishes are all basically full, and those do sell really well at the market. New saw blades always sell. I don't know what else I had in there. Anything cool. extension cords, instead of scrapping them, you always want to bring them to the market. I always get average of $8 each on an extension cord. If they're broken, the people will tell you, and then you don't have to worry about it. You can always go get your $1.50. I guess I have to move these legs. I'm gonna stand them up so you guys can see them. There was a workbench in the corner. I went and picked it up. Or I took it apart basically. Luckily it wasn't bolted together. Yeah, the camera died. I guess I should try this other 220 cord. It's got these weird ends on it. But I don't know. I should get, for wire like this, I should get 15-20 bucks. I guess I'll bring the lighters to the market, see if somebody's gonna give me money. Got this cool painting. It's not that cool, but it's definitely 10-15 bucks at the market. Wasn't sure what this was. It's definitely a camera bag, but it's got the computer plug, and I don't know. Wasn't anything special. I just found something else that you guys didn't see. The 2 fishing poles and the wizard team. I'm gonna try to dig it out. It's Grandpop's toolbox. It was underneath the workbench. It's got a neat Craftsman label. I didn't really open it up to look. It just threw it in here. So I guess we'll play discovery. A lot of sockets, all Craftsman. Wonder who made that. Cornwell. It's definitely very nice. That's good. Nice socket, or nice ratchet. The top was way better than the bottom, but I mean, there's definitely sellable stuff for the market. Ooh, is it? Is it? No, I thought it was wire cutters. It's full. I always lose wire cutters. Should probably, with all this nice Craftsman stuff, if it doesn't sell, I mean, it's going to get eaten up tomorrow. People steal it, or they'll, tools never last at the flea market. Theft at the market's probably one of those constant. You wouldn't think that people want to steal my garbage, but I would say they get me for about $10 to $1,500 a month in stuff that I could have sold that they steal. That sounded interesting. I wonder what it was. Got a lot of fun scrap. Trying to find the end of this so I can. This solo backpack thing is good. This time of year, it's easy to find scrap and sellable stuff for the market. In the winter, when it's cold, there's never anything out there. Still sellable. That's probably the biggest pet peeve of mine about the bus. It is the limbo getting in and out. I don't have any other problems with it. The color definitely gets people to find you at the flea market. Interested to find out what that huge crash was out of the passenger door. I'm sure it's a mess. Whatever it was, go look. Wasn't the medical bag. Yay! It was all the sewing stuff and the glass angelfish that survived. That's pretty good, right? Believe it or not, I'll save those rhinestone buttons. That will make some money online. Not a ton, but it will definitely bring $5-10. All these with the holes, they're for Singer sewing machine, and in a lot they do sell also. So at least that falling out makes it, I'm going to try that online too. All this stuff falling out makes it easier to count the change. I'm going to put those with that too. That might be for a Singer too, I'm not sure. I don't know enough about sewing machines. Let's see. We got $1, $2. There you go. Yeah, looks like $2.25. because there's a dime here and a nickel. We're gonna hit 230. I give my son Darwin all the pennies that I find in like the storage rooms and stuff, because he's only 6, and I figure he doesn't know the value of money yet, and once he counts them, he can go get I'll get him a bank account like I got his sister. So he's pretty stubborn about not counting, and right now he's probably at 80 pounds of pennies. So hopefully he loses that stubbornness, but I doubt it. I always was stubborn too. It's kind of a fun pair of tweezers. Old keys sell better than scrap also. Trying not to leave too many needles. I'll go get a magnet and clean them all up. What do you think? I guess I'll open up the quarters and put pennies in them, and I can sell the rest, probably 50 cents a piece, for just the case. So I think that's the thing to do with these. I'll do that though off camera, of course. I guess the doctor bag we have to throw on the bus, and that wooden box, put that with the antiques. This ladder's good, but I have a friend that's making signs with these, and I think I'm just going to give it to them. At least that's my plan. Like a wooden box. I think that's just a homemader. Oh, said I'd put that online. So yeah, that's my plan for this afternoon, is go try to list something. Doesn't mean it will get done, but that's the main reason I'm focusing on YouTube, is hopefully it motivates me to go make some extra money on showing you guys how I make money. I mean, I always do well to market, because try to get a usable stuff, but it would be fun to go back and do some online stuff. Alright, well, that's basically what I'm putting on the load for tomorrow at Columbus. Everybody have a good day. I don't know. See you next video. Peace.